Hello, and welcome to another episode of Hidden Archives. Today, I will be talking about the trial of John Thomas Scopes in the summer of 1925, and how this court case captured the zeitgeist of the ongoing struggle between fundamentalists and progressives in the United States of the early 20th century. Scopes was a public school teacher who violated a law known as the Butler Act. This act made it illegal to teach human evolution in any state-funded school. What might have been a simple local case ended up attracting national attention, largely due to the lawyers chosen to represent the prosecution and the defense. On the side of the prosecution was William Jennings Bryan, who was a former United States Secretary of State and had been a presidential candidate on no less than 3 occasions. Bryan called the trial a duel to the death between evolution and Christianity, saying that if evolution won, Christianity would go, for both could not survive. On the side of the defense was Clarence Darrow, who was known as a lawyer who argued for, and often got, more lenient sentences for those he defended. According to a Washington Times article from 1932, Darrow, quote, always contended that there is no such thing as crime, unquote. Darrow's strategy was not to prove that his client was innocent, but that the law was wrong. His strategy involved bringing in purported scientific experts to state that evolution was scientific, and to paint the whole trial as one of science versus religion. William Jennings Bryan was successful in disallowing witness testimony such as this as irrelevant to the case. However, Darrow managed to sidestep the court by having his experts record affidavits to be entered into the record in anticipation of an appeal after the conviction of Scopes he knew was coming. Scopes was convicted, but the progressives used this as ammunition and created propaganda around it, including the film Inherit the Wind, which portrayed Scopes and Darrow as heroic, and William Jennings Bryan as a crazed psychopath, who rants when he finds out Scopes is only being given a modest fine of $100. The fundamentalists won the immediate victory in the Scopes trial, but the progressives were playing the long game. In fact, the whole trial was a setup from the beginning. The ACLU wanted to challenge the Butler Act and approached the county superintendent and a local attorney to convince them that a staged trial would attract publicity for the town of Dayton. They then contacted John Thomas Scopes and asked him to admit to teaching evolution to set up a trial. He agreed, and the rest is history. This concludes my presentation. Thank you. Have a nice day.